Hey guys, it's Downmeister and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. And this is a Let's Play I've really been wanting to do for a while, and actually it's a re-Let's Play. But I won't introduce it. I'm going to bring in a band to introduce it. Yes, I'm doing a re-Let's Play of Banjo-Kazooie. I did this game on my channel. It would be over 6 years ago now, so it was quite a while back. I did this Let's Play. And there's a few little differences to this project. First of all, of course, the fact I'm re-Let's playing it, and the fact I'm doing a lot of re-Let's plays. As you can tell, it is capture card quality. So obviously, that's the first one I did was on my camera, hence why I'm re-LPing it, and still gonna re-LP quite a few other projects. That I said I would after Sims Hit and Run. And also, the second thing to note is, as you can see at the bottom, 1998 Nintendo/Rare. The first Let's Play I did was actually on the Xbox. I played the Xbox Live version on the Xbox 360, but however I've got a new 360 since, and I haven't bothered getting Xbox Live, and I've hardly played it anyway. So, but I've always had this cartridge, so I'm doing the 64 version basically. So anyway, let's start a new game. Let's get going. No time. Let's not waste any more time. So, we start with a cutscene just to kind of introduce the plot of the game and the main character of the game. So we open this door and here we have... Well, it's not Bowser. It's not Ganon. You know, who is it? It's Grunty. Her name's Gruntilda. She is the evil witch, the main antagonist in this game. She speaks in rhymes. She's in rhymes as well. But there is this girl. Yeah, she was on page 3. She was in Nuts magazine. She's pretty hot. Oh, you're talking about a different one. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I was talking about her as well. So basically, the plot of the game is it's quite... the funniest thing about this game is it's quite fairy tale-esque in a sense. With the main characters, the whole premise is very fairy tale-esque. But the way it's delivered is quite... it's very mature for a 3+ game. Well, as it would have been. I think it would have been an E for everyone game back when this was made. But basically, Gruntilda thinks she's the most beautiful person in all of the world, which obviously mirrors one around at the time. And then the Dingpot, that little cauldron she had, basically offends her by saying, well, there is this girl called Tootie, who is the sister of the protagonist, Banjo and Kazooie. I mean, I'm explaining a plot line which is 20 years old at this point. I'm sure everyone knows, but why not? So yeah, that's Banjo. He's our main character. So yeah, basically, and then Kazooie. Banjo's kind of like the laid-back, sort of dim-witted bear, whilst Kazooie's the more, definitely more alert, slightly rude, offensive, but quite clever bird. So yeah, it's a stereotypical sort of duo in that regards. Bottles also is a short-sighted mole, as you can tell by the fact that he's like, is that your brother? That big green fucking piece of shit up there flying on the broomstick? Yeah, obviously, Bottles, yeah. Yeah, that's my brother. Come to me, my little pretty. You'll soon be ugly and shitty. See, so like little things like that, like Tootie saying, you ugly old hag, let me go. Don't scratch and bite. Just little things like that. You need bigger underwear. So basically, this game was made by Rare. I love the fact that Kazooie's there like, what the fuck's going on out there? But this game was made by Rareware. Rare's commonly known, but they were Rareware at this time. And one thing about Rare, two things about Rare. One, they are British, so their banter is better than any American. Not biased. Second, Rare are just that type of company that they had so many little inside jokes in their games that it was just, that was quite the norm for them. So in all their games, they've got like little hidden jokes, which kids just won't understand. But I think the adults definitely appreciate. Right, so here we are in Spiral Mountain, this is called. We're outside Banjo's house, and we're going to talk to Bottles, who's going to explain the situation. Listen up, I'm Bottles, the short-sighted mole. So yeah, I'm not really... you can read. See, so like, shows a straight buddy, can it talk? Better than you, Goggle Boy. So he, already in this little bit here, you get an introduction of the characters. So this is Banjo-Kazooie. This is... quite possibly... I mean, I don't know. It depends if you count Mario 64 in this aspect. But this is probably, quite possibly, the original sort of collectathon game. And I think this is one of my favourite games of all time. I was actually having a debate with some of my Discord friends, and I put this like in a chat. By the way, I'm gonna just press B for this because I know the moves, but well, I guess for the let's play, no, I'll do B because I know the moves anyway. So I'll explain what would happen if we go over each molehill. Because every time there's about 6 molehills placed in this level, in this little area, because it's kind of like a training world, and I'll explain what each molehill does. But because I already said B to like, yeah, I know the moves, we can do this little jump here. So it's like the ZA, so like the backflip jump, to get this extra life on top of the house. Also, all the NPCs, non-playable characters, talk to you in this game, which is cool. So that first molehill there, basically just like a camera control thing. So if you press R, which is, it holds the camera behind your back. And then the C button just like change the camera. And then this one here teaches you about the jump. So in Spiral Mountain, you have to collect. The only collectibles to collect are these little hollow honeycomb pieces. They're called extra honeycombs, I think. And if you collect extra honeycomb piece, and if you collect 6 of us, you increase your energy power. So as you can see, if I pause now, you'll see on the top of the screen I've got 5 honeycombs. That's my health. And there's a whole bunch of collectibles, as you can see on the right hand side. And if I go to view totals, you will see there's things to collect in other worlds. But that will basically come as and when we approach it. This one here I think tells you how to swim. So if we can, so basically press B to go underwater, then B does like a very fast stroke. A is like sort of like banjo kicking, whilst B uses Kazooie's wings to like propel you further along. Now if you go underwater here, let me see, whereabouts is it? There it is. There's a little alcove which has the extra honeycomb piece. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I had this debate in the Discord chat a while back. I think Sapphire was one of them, and a few others. I was just saying, of its time, Banjo-Kazooie and Super Mario 64 are probably the 2 iconic platformers of its time, the 64 era. By the way, so this little bit just tells you about the attacks you can do. So like, there's a roll attack. Yeah, stand still, press B to punch, and then A, B to like do this rat-a-tat-tat, it's called, which does that. And you can see it's like a good pecking thing which destroys enemies. This one here is a beak bomb, beak barge. So there's a lot to explain, so I will get back to that point. I'll finish it as and when again. But like Z, press Z and B to like destroy the boulders. You can like break down doors and stuff with it. So it is quite a good, useful move. And then there's another molehill over here, which tells you how to climb trees. That molehill here up above us, ahead of us, tells you how to climb trees. And I think it's that one across there. Yeah, it is on the other side. So if you climb up that tree, you can get it. All you have to do is just press A and cling to a tree. So yeah, we'll just talk about, because obviously Mario 64 and Banjo-Kazooie are the two iconic platformers of their time, really, you would say. And like I was saying, I think I prefer Banjo-Kazooie to Mario 64. As iconic as Mario 64 is, like legendary status in kickstarting the 3D platformer genre. By the way, that's a 6 honeycomb. So I now get an extra honeycomb to my health bar. But like as iconic and legendary and in a way innovative in the fact that it kickstarted the genre, I think Banjo-Kazooie took it up a notch in my opinion. I think it's just, it took it a step further. It also kind of I think this is the first collectathon. Mario 64, apart from the stars, there was nothing else to collect. Whereas in this game, there's a lot more to collect than just the main collectible, which you'll find out in a second. There's quite a few other things to collect that all add up, and it also inspired the likes of Donkey Kong 64, also made by Rare. And here I'll talk over this because he just says he fixes the bridge. But yeah, it inspired games like DK64, another Rare game, but also your likes of the Crash Bandicoot and Spyro. I think is a really good collectathon. The Spyro games. But yeah, I really love Banjo-Kazooie. I just personally have it on Mario 64. I'd be interested to see what you guys would think. If you want to put your opinion in a comment, what do you prefer, Banjo-Kazooie or Super Mario 64? Like, what's your favourite game out of the two? And give me your reasons why. I just think the music is brilliant in this game. The characters are very likable. Even the enemies, even the guy over there, Klongo, he's just like the little sidekick who's just up Gruntilda's arse, and he's like, "Oh yes, mistress, I'll do what you want." And also just the levels are brilliant. The scenery is brilliant. And it's just enjoyable. And that's why I wanted to Let's Play this game, because I think my first Let's Play, I enjoyed doing my first Let's Play. I think I'd go as far to say, I think it was a time not too long ago where I actually went as far to as to say it was my favourite Let's Play, my solo Let's Play. But also just the camera work doesn't do it justice, so I really want to redo it. And also on this original console as well. Nothing against the Xbox version, but I just want to redo it on the original console. Anyway, up here to the left, if you just climb up these little platforms, we encounter our first Mr. Jiggy. They're called Jiggies or jigsaw pieces, but you call them Jiggies. That's the main collectible in this game. No power stars, no gems, anything like that. It's an odd collectible, but again, that's what I love about this game as well. It's quirky, it's unique. Especially for 1998. For the time it came out, it was very unique. So anyway, every time you enter an area which has or you see an entrance with those little eyes above it, that just tells you that it's the hub world for a level. So this is our first level up here. But as you can see, we can't access it yet, and we can't break it down. This is the first world, Mumbo's Mountain. To open the door, you'll need to find the jigsaw puzzle, the picture. So basically, in the hub world, there's usually, there's the level itself, and although it's not necessarily in the hub world, but there is a picture. There's a puzzle nearby which you need to open the world itself. So it's only got one piece missing, but of course there's only one jigsaw piece available to us. So by filling in this jigsaw, we can enter the first world. That's it. The picture's complete, and the door to... Sorry, I'll do a bottle's voice. The pitch is complete and I need to get to open to Mumbo's Mountain. Because Bottles, you know, like he helps us, but he is a bit of a dork. So yes, we can now enter Mumbo's Mountain. So in we go.